The improving Westmeath side, and watching the action at Wexford Park was Eamon Donoghue.
It took Wexford 40 seconds to get off the mark last night. PJ Nolan with the first score of the game, and Wexford would never find themselves behind in the 70 minutes. Despite Westmeath's best efforts in the opening minutes, however, Niall O'Brien's performances this season have belied his tender years, scoring 2-15 in his first 2 matches. Not bad for a 17-year-old. And when Diarmuid Ling and Dave Redmond tried to steal an early march, John Shaw showed the visitors weren't there to make up the numbers. 6 unanswered points between the 21st and 30th minutes were clear daylight between the sides. Harry Keogh and Diarmuid Ling led the charge. Westmeath needed a score, and again their youngsters showed the way. 17-year-old Robbie Greville on target. But the home side were assured. Ling's skill and imagination deserved a goal, but he had to settle for a point. But Wexford struck a hammer blow just before the break. Shane McGovern in the Westmeath goal fumbled, and Rory Jacob pounced to leave 10 between them at half-time. Wexford began the second half as they finished the first. Diarmuid O'Keefe had the ball in the net within a minute of the throw-in. And moments later, Jacob set up Garrett Sinnott for Wexford's third goal as Westmeath began to sink without trace. The home side pushed on. Lee O'Keefe landed a fine point as Wexford made hay in the wet conditions. But this Westmeath side has shown character and staged a mini revival, following Brendan Murtaugh's goal from a 21-yard free. But Diarmuid Ling was a class apart, finishing the day with 15 points. Westmeath were certainly finding him practically unplayable. A second goal put further respectability on the scoreboard. Westmeath's Cormac Boyle credited with this one. But the final word went to Ling to cap a 322-29 win, setting up a showdown with Carlow next weekend.
We are better than that. We have done enough work to be better than that. I think Wexford treated us with more respect than we gave them back because we didn't play well, but that's the joys of it, and that's the work that's been done in Westmeath. You know, we've taken small steps. Tonight is very disappointing because, you know, we wouldn't settle for that. We went out with a whimper.
You know, we couldn't announce the team until after Wednesday night with the under-21s playing Kilkenny, and yet we're told we have to have the team in on a Wednesday morning or the county board gets fined. So, I mean, it's a bit ridiculous. I don't know where these rules are coming from, but, you know, you guys out there, 3 of our defenders were wearing, I think, number 24, 22 and 18 or 19, you know. But they came in and did well, and, you know, it's about trying to get a panel together and get a group of players, and sure, this win won't do them any harm.
No, it won't. I can understand his frustration with that, Michael. I suppose it was a bit inevitable, was it?
Well, I don't know. I thought Westmeath scored 4-12 against Galway. It was a good haul, and Wexford, you know, if they weren't right mentally, you know, I'm not saying I didn't think Westmeath had beaten, but I thought it'd be a lot closer than it was, and it's a good win for Wexford. I think under Liam Dunn, I think it's you know, it's going to be a few years, I think, before Wexford get back, but I think he's the right man. He's great passion for the county, and he's the right man in the right place. And see Westmeath, you know, it's a long road back when you get a defeat like that. It's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. But a couple of, you know, young players, 17-year-olds, Robbie Greville and